First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the chamber today.
Well, it's certainly been an interesting year. And like many of us, maybe you've been drinking more than usual and want to take a break. With Dry Feb, you can.
Why not challenge yourself to go dry in February to help raise funds for the Canadian Cancer Society?
Sign up for Dry Feb, and not only will you be helping people affected by cancer,
you can also reduce your risk of cancer.
Go as dry as you're willing to try this February. Sign up today. It's easier than you think.
Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
Have you been drinking more than usual?
Why not go dry this February? With Dry Feb, you'll
help people affected by cancer.
And you can also reduce your own risk.
Go as dry as you're willing to try. Sign up today. It's easier than you think.
It's Jake Moore, sports analyst, back in the On TV studios, letting you know that 705 Sports now has 2 shows a week. We still have the 705 Sports that airs every Friday at noon, but we've expanded to now have a show every Wednesday. 705 Sports Headlines will be a show that is much more condensed, that is very fast-paced, going over the main topics of the week in sports. 705 Sports on Fridays will still cover everything in sports in a full show format. This gives you a chance to really see what's going on in the sports world, whether you have a couple minutes or you got a half an hour. So make sure you join me, Dan Gray, on Fridays and multiple different guests every Wednesday, every Friday at noon, only on TV and Sioux Online's Facebook page.
Good morning. It is Wednesday. What day is
Wednesday
it?
is very cold Wednesday.
Well, yes, it's very cold. That's true.
Hope you have a hot cup of coffee.
I do. And actually, I paced myself this morning, so I'm
Good
still
girl.
at 3/4 of a travel mug. So fantastic.
You'll need it all day.
Yeah. Yeah, well, gotta make
Our
sure I get
backgrounds.
through the show.
So, here it is Wednesday. It
yeah.
is Bell.
Let's Talk
Let's
Day.
Talk Day.
Yeah, so I've pulled up a little bit of information. I dazzled Craig with my ability to do basic math fairly effectively. So today is the day then that Bell will donate more towards mental health initiatives in Canada by contributing 5 cents for every applicable text, call, tweet, or TikTok video using the hashtag Bell Let's Talk. So social media video views, use of the Facebook frame or the Snapchat lens, and their intent is that, of course, we all keep listening, keep talking, and keep being there for ourselves and each other. So we just popped this up about 3 minutes ago. It's already increased by 2 million. So they're already
What?
at 10,679,423 interactions.
Wow, do the
so
math
now I
on
have
that
to
one.
redo the math. So 10,679 or 10,679,423 interactions
500,000?
times 5 cents. Yeah. So already $533,971 is being put forward
Wow.
in support
That's pretty
of
good.
keeping the dialogue open with regards to mental health.
That just grew like 100,000 in the last minute. Because like we were just talking, weren't we? And it was 400,000.
Well, yeah, but it's based on 2 million interactions, right?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well,
yeah,
still
so you're
good.
going to see a lot of people with the frame, and so let's do.
Let's talk.
Let's talk. Let's destigmatize an illness that affects so very many.
Okay,
15 seconds.
Let's talk about the news, and I'll talk about the weather in just a couple minutes.
Well, I think we're supposed
Over
to
to
talk
you.
for 15 seconds. You know how bossy he gets.
Well, we'll just make it up at the end.
All right. Okay, over to you. Here we go. Ready or not, here I am. All right. So continuing then the dialogue with regards to mental health, there is a new support agency that is opening a location on Gore Street. So recognizing that, of course, there are multiple support agencies throughout the city that have the aim of supporting and helping our underprivileged populations. So one more source of assistance then is being created to support those and provide assistance to those who may identify with being vulnerable. So this is the Addictions and Mental Health Advocates opening up a location at 133 Gore Street. So this new location then is not very far away from where Saving Our Young Adults from Prescription Drugs is located currently, and they will actually be vacating to move to the temporary facility at the Verde in February. So Donna DeSimon, then the founder of AAMHA, did say that our goal has always been to support the individuals most at risk due to their circumstances. Being here in what many deem to be the center of the problem area will allow us to execute our mandate more effectively. So the new site then, right beside Lodge 137, which is another organization with similar goals, the location does need some work, but eventually will be open to the public once they have achieved compliance with applicable public health guidelines. So Dan did speak with the group over the weekend, and it was explained to us that they want to be seen as more than just a substance user support. They're indicating that they wish to provide mental health support, peer-to-peer support, housing assistance, food security, clothing, and landlord directories as part of their overall services provided. They also want to continue providing their Sunday night dinners to the community. DeSimon wants the organization to evolve into so much more than people see it as being capable of in this moment. She has her daughter helping, her granddaughter as well, and a group of dedicated individuals are also helping to work towards their stated goals. So, in the future, they plan on having guest speakers in. They want to teach life skills, including cooking, budgeting, taxes. However, before they can make a difference, they do need some general supplies to get up and running. So look around you. Do you have any stuff that you're looking to kind of get rid of? They are in need of everything from a coffee maker and blankets to sofas and chairs. So if you are able to help, you can reach out to them directly for a complete list by accessing their Facebook page, their social media page. So stay with us because, again, we are providing a series in terms of covering the city working through challenges with mental health, with addictions, with homelessness. So we will continue to bring you coverage. Okay. All right, so on January 21st then, so last week we did bring you reports of a fire on Allard Street, and in that moment, in that circumstance, one individual was fearful for his life. This is Mateo Mancuso Wilson. He is the individual who was seen waiting at his window while firefighters worked to perform an exterior rescue. So Dan was able to catch up with him and, kind of understand what was going through his head in that moment. So Mancuso Wilson did say, "I remember the firefighters telling me not to jump. Then I was thinking about how happy I was that my kids weren't there in that time. I also thought about the amount of Chicago fire that I watch. Lots of those scenes were going through my head." As he waited for firefighters then to extend and climb the aerial attached to Pumper 4, he said that he was working so hard just to stay calm. So when firefighter Bunting finally reached him, Mateo even had the forethought to move the snow from the sheet metal on his window. He said, "Snow on sheet metal is like black ice. I'm a flat roofer by trade, so my first thought was to move that so I didn't slip as he was getting onto the ladder." So he's currently housed at a local hotel, and he's working to rebuild his life as he did lose everything in that fire, unfortunately. So at this point, he is in need of clothing for his kids. That's his priority. So if you have girl clothing sizes 4 to 6 and some boy clothing sizes 8 to 10, and you are looking to donate that, you can reach out to him directly on social media. He also had one more thing to say to the firefighter who rescued him that morning. To the firefighter, "Whoever you were who saved me from my place, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You saved a kind father, a friend, and someone who would literally give the shirt off his back." So a happy ending to that particular story. And again, if you do have some clothing that you can contribute, girls 4 to 6 or boys 8 to 10, find Mateo Mancuso Wilson on Facebook and reach out directly. Okay. Speaking of reaching out directly, I find that the cold is invading my soul in a very personal way, so I'm reaching out directly to Craig to get some more information on when this is going to end.
Well, I have some good news, Heidi. As far as the temperatures go, we're actually going to start warming up later on today into our evening, but right now it's pretty cold out. We didn't hit minus 30 last night. We only hit minus 24, so there's a plus, but we are currently sitting at minus 22. We'll take a look at your outside shot, and well, we have a mix of sun and cloud right now. We are going to see a good mix of sun and cloud for today, but we're going to see those clouds fill in later on, and it's going to bring us some additional snow during the overnight. We'll take a look at your 12-hour forecast. This is what your day is looking like. Minus 22 right now with a mix of sun and cloud. A mix of sun and cloud this afternoon, but we're going to see those clouds thicken up, and then eventually we're going to see some light flurries develop during the late afternoon into the early evening. Temperatures holding steady at minus 9 though, and we're actually going to see those temperatures increase during the overnight. We shouldn't have minus 20 there. Minus 20 is an old forecast, but we are actually going to warm up to about minus 7 by the morning, but we are seeing some substantial snow, about 4 to 5 centimeters during the overnight, and we have some more for tomorrow. I'll let you know all those details coming up. Heidi?
Well, thanks, Craig. I love a little good news. I love a little coffee. I'm going to give you this opportunity now to go and fill your cup. When we do come back, I will regale you with more local news. We've got, a new agency to support the skilled trades. We've got more information about teachers and their concerns around working in schools in this moment. So fill your cup and come on back. Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants, small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the chamber today. Good morning and welcome back to this Happy Hump Day edition, Wednesday, January the 26th of First Local Morning. I see that social media is already hopping. Thank you all so much for your willingness to put your comments out there for Craig and I to interact with. Now, as promised, and I know that this is the big draw that was bringing everybody back, Monty McNaughton, Minister Monty McNaughton, did make an announcement yesterday. He says that Ontario has launched a new Crown agency for the skilled trades services. So Skilled Trades Ontario then is replacing the Ontario College of Trades and will be used to promote the trades and develop training standards. So Labour Minister McNaughton says that the new system aims to address a labour shortage in the province and make more people choose trades as potential careers. The province says that the agency's online services will allow people to schedule classes and exams, submit forms, and pay fees all in one place. It says the changes will make it easier for people to enter the trades because it can be a little bit of a convoluted process, and I've heard that from more than one person. The government then promises that the new website will cut applicant processing and registration times to 12 days from the current 60 days. Now that is significant. So good news then for the skilled trades. Now talking about skilled performers, I want to talk about the Greyhounds. They do have a game coming up. They're looking to build momentum and to speak more in depth about challenges and opportunities for our local team. I have with me Jacob, our sports analyst. Jacob, welcome. Yay.
Well, thanks, Heidi, once again for having me on. And I got to say, impressive segue.
I do it just for you, love.
So tonight, the Sioux Greyhounds will be battling the Saginaw Spirit. Now, when you look at the standings, this game looks like it could be lopsided, but don't get too cocky. Even though the Greyhounds are top of the West and Saginaw is at the bottom of second to last in the West, which is 9th, that doesn't mean this won't be a competitive game. Sometimes what you tend to see is when a team is battling a team that they are much higher in the standings, they almost don't start right away and they seem kind of off. For the Greyhounds, they need to make sure they don't do that. As we've seen all year, when the Greyhounds start hot, they usually win games. So for them, if they can just start on time and run their offense the way they're going to, they should have a lot of success in this game, like they did in the last time in these highlights they played them. Now, the puck will drop tonight at 7:07 p.m. Unfortunately, this game will not be broadcasted due to playing against an American team. Whenever it's an American team, Shaw does not broadcast the game. Not 100% sure why, but it will be on the radio, so, cuddle your radio and ready to cheer on these Greyhounds as they're looking to, as you said, build that much-needed momentum. Going into the end of the season stretch, they really want to try to put together some wins before they get to the playoffs.
So I think a relevant question in this moment is how many people still have radios? I'm going to put that right out there. But
Now you can stream the radio station online as well, so at least that way I guess you could cuddle your laptop and tablets.
I think enough people are doing that already. Well, you know what? Good luck to our home team, and I hope that they do develop the momentum required to take them through and secure that spot in the. Is it the finals or the semifinals, Jacob?
Would be well, they're trying to get into the playoffs first.
Okay, well, there you have it. Okay, so I just blew my cover. Okay, we're moving on then. I'm going to rip through some COVID numbers just to get that out of the way. So yesterday then, Algoma Public Health did report 72 new confirmed cases of COVID-19, added 3 more individuals to the list of hospitalizations, bringing that tally to 20 people in hospital, with one of those being an individual from outside of the public health unit catch basin. Further, Algoma Public Health did confirm the passing of 1 more individual due to COVID-19. At this time, out of respect for the family, no further details are being shared. So the local number of confirmed active cases then remains at 589. The number of individuals currently in hospital again has increased to 20, with one of those being an individual from outside of the health district. Of the 72 new cases, 55 were confirmed as being in Sault Ste. Marie and area. 11 were allocated to Central and East Algoma. The total in Elliott Lake has been reduced by 1. So once again, I suspect a data cleanup. Sometimes I think individuals perhaps were confirmed as positive and then later are found to be, ill with something else. And North Algoma accounts for 7 of the 72. Provincially, COVID-related hospitalizations again rose to 4,008 after they had been below 4,000 for the previous 2 days. Of those, 626 are in intensive care, 380 are on ventilators. The 626 patients in the intensive care units actually is the highest in Ontario since June 4th, 2021, when the figure reached 687. The province then also confirmed 3,424 new COVID cases on Tuesday, bringing the total to 1,004,879. So that's that. We're done with that business. Okay, so we talked to you last week about how, the mill market, and happily buzzing around doing its thing in its current location. There is some discussion now of an eventual move to the downtown. So in the general vicinity, of course, of where the new downtown plaza will be. So we did put out a poll, and I just thought it'd be interesting and quick to share with you some of the results. So we did ask the community members via a poll and comment if they supported the idea of the mill market being moved. So 82% of nearly 3,000 votes showed the community is against moving the market. 10% did think that moving the market was a good idea. 5% were undecided, and 3% were really, they thought either location would be fine. So some of the comments on our Facebook page read as follows: leave it where it is. The new proposed location is horrible. No close parking for seniors or disabled folks. I honestly can't believe this was passed. And this from Catherine I. There's not enough parking on Brock Street for businesses on Brock now. What will happen once the mill market is there? This from Sharon D. Once again, our mayor and councillors are spending taxpayers' money without any consideration or input from the citizens. Come October, we need to clean house and let them know we will not put up with their spending when there are other priorities that need fixing first. This from Ronnie D. So there were a number of comments. People do feel very passionately about it. So in the interest of providing, fair and balanced perspective, I thought I'd share that with you. The results in their entirety are available in the article on our website at SiouxOnline.com. I believe now I'm flipping us over to Craig. Okay, so we're going to go to Craig now and get a little bit more information about the weather, because certainly we want to continue to know about when the warm is coming. Craig.
Well, Heidi, we have a gradual warming today, but it's not going to happen till late this afternoon into our evening. For the most part, we're going to be kind of chilly today, but a mix of sun and cloud. We'll take a look at the satellite, and we can see this system here. This is another low pressure system coming in for late this afternoon into the evening, and it could give us some snow showers developing in the evening time and mainly during the overnight. We'll take a look at the radar and show you that we really don't have anything to worry about right now. We have a little bit of cloud, a little bit of flurry activity over the lake. So for today, it's going to be cool and a half decent day. Let's take a look at your temperatures. -9, we're still off the mark for our daytime highs. We should be around -6, -12 in Wawa, -14 in Timmins. So this is what we look like on the board for today. We have a high pressure system kind of sandwiched between two high pressure systems. We have this stubborn low boundary which kind of meanders back and forth, and we could see some cloud with that, and then sun, and then more cloud. But it's this system here that's going to eventually fill in with cloud later on this afternoon, and then of course give us some snow showers. We're picking up a back flow here, a southerly flow, and that's going to increase our temperatures during the evening and the overnight. Let's take a look now at your 3-day forecast. For today, we're hoping to hit -7 to -9. Ain't going to happen till about 6, 7 o'clock tonight. -6 for your Thursday, because we have that warm air in place, but we also have plenty of snow showers as well with that low pressure system. Then we clear out for Friday, -14 though. We get a little more cold air coming in for Friday, and the weekend's looking pretty nice too. I will give you those details in the 7-day forecast. Heidi?
Ah, nice. Well, now I feel like I almost have a reason to pay attention to the 7-day. Yes, okay. I wanted to hit one more story, just, and we do provide coverage of this convoy that is rolling, not because we are expressing an opinion one way or the other, but because it is newsworthy. So while I encourage everybody to have opinions and to, gather information that resonates with them, we are still going to provide coverage because it is a news item. So what we have found out most recently, a GoFundMe page had been established in support of the convoy, but now GoFundMe has chosen to hold the nearly $5 million which has been donated, and the decision, a spokesperson, one Rachel Hollis, she did provide some information. She said, "We require that fundraisers be transparent about the flow of funds and have a clear plan as to how those funds will be spent. In this case, we are in touch with the organizer to verify that information. Funds will be held until the organizer is able to provide the documentation to our team and how funds will be properly distributed." So a statement from the organizers on one of the numerous Facebook groups for the event explained what the funds are intended for. So the money raised now will be distributed following a strict procedure. Drivers must register. They must check in with their respective road captains and submit receipts in order to be reimbursed. All remaining funds will be donated to a Veterans Association in Canada. They do have a lawyer and an accountant overseeing this. They also made a point of explaining other things that they believe the media has been mistaken about as far as the coverage that has been provided to date. What they have said, okay, the trucking convoy is not anti-vaccination. It is anti-government mandates. Many of the truckers involved are in fact vaccinated, and this is their statement. This isn't Heidi speaking, this is their statement. "We simply believe that every Canadian should be free to choose and face no discrimination or restrictions on their freedom due to their choices." Okay, so again, the convoy will be rolling through Sault Ste. Marie apparently Thursday evening and will depart early Friday morning. The intention is to be in Ottawa by Sunday. There, okay. What now, Mike? Oh. We're going to go to another break. I want to remind everybody that so many businesses are looking for our support. We showcase some of them in the world of our sponsors, but a reminder, the Esquire, okay, they have their family meal deals for $50, taxes in. You get a choice out of 3 entrees, 3 sides, and 6 Molson tall boys, which is just a stellar deal in my opinion. So anyway, remember that those options are available. I'm sure many other establishments do have similar deals, but in this moment, the Esquire encourages you to pre-order and pick up your snacks. All right, we're going to go to break now, so go and listen to the words of the sponsor. Fill your cup and come on back. We still have social media. If I have time, we'll talk about, Ford talking about the masks, teachers refusing to work, as well as factoids. Come on back. Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.
École publique Éco des Rapides, a place where your child can learn, grow, and be happy. Discover why more and more families are choosing École publique Éco des Rapides for their child. Register your child January 17th to the 21st at epedr.cspgno.ca. Parce que je vois grand.
Thank you for coming back. You know, I don't really feel strongly enough about the final two stories, and I thought that, you know, we could take a moment. You know, Craig, you had some information about the convoy. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just read an editorial in the Sault Star
Okay.
this morning saying that the wheels have fallen off the protest because there doesn't seem to be a focus of what they're protesting. Some are anti-mandate, anti-Trudeau, anti-government. It seems to be a whole pot full of protests, and I support truckers. I support them 365 days a year. They're the lifeline of this country, but I'm just confused with the protests. So hopefully someone can help me out. What is the protest really about?
Well, I mean, sometimes I feel like you don't listen to me.
I do listen. I know it's about the mandate, and some of them are calling it
it's
about the
anti-mandate. It's anti-mandate, and I believe that the intention is to be supportive of people having the right to choose, whether you choose to get vaccinated, boosted, whatever, or you choose not to do so, whether or not you should face any kind of repercussion, you know, on the heels of making what is, you know, in my opinion, a personal choice. So
that, because from my understanding, the U.S. has the passport mandate that you have to provide that passport to enter the U.S.
Yes.
And Canada also has the same thing.
Yes.
Right? So is it just Canada that they're worried about, or is it the U.S., or?
Well, I don't know enough about what's being enforced in the U.S. to really speak intelligently about that. I do know that, you know, in Canada, you know, the government has issued very strong recommendations. Mandates, however, has let it fall on individual agencies, and the agency then passes that authority to individuals to enforce, to create the structure and the policies that then get implemented and enforced. So somewhere within that, I think the intention of the convoy is to kind of bring it back a step to understand that it in their opinion, should be a choice.
Okay. Are we expecting any violence in Ottawa on Thursday or Friday or the 29th?
I don't think anybody's going to be able to move. So
yeah, there's not going to be enough room.
So you know, and
I don't. Cold too.
Yeah, and I don't mean to laugh at that. I think it's going to be chaotic. I think that when people feel strongly enough about anything, there's always a potential for violence.
Yeah.
You know, hearkening back to what you were saying, our discussion yesterday about how everybody really does seem to be up to here in this moment in terms of, you know, their tolerance for other people and their precious foibles. So, you know, and I think as well the dialogue and the arguments on either side also kind of muddy the waters. So I think it's going to be, you know, as I said, it is a news item worth following. To that end, we will follow it. And yeah, so yeah.
It's going to be interesting for sure.
Yeah. Well, now, speaking of followers, let's hop into the world of social media where we have our followers chatting. Okay, let's see. Ooh, woo! Steve Child. It's Steve Childs beating everybody to the punch. Steve Childs says GMA HYAHAGHD. Ooh! And he's got a truck and the sun coming up between the great tracts of land. He's rocking the horn. So let me
We
see.
don't have anything here, Mike?
We've got good morning all. Hope you all have a great hump day. You can't get me today. I still have coffee. Yes.
Wow.
Jim Whitty, I drink coffee, therefore I am. Good morning. Yes, I too drink the coffee. Good morning, Jim. Tracy Fay says, good day.
Coffee.
Good day to you, Tracy Fay. Jim Whitty, did you hear about the farmer who left his farm to become a priest? He was pasteurized.
Ah. There we go.
Okay. Barbie Doll, good morning, everyone. Starting to get caffeinated. Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle.
Pace.
That's
Pace
right.
yourself.
Let's see here. Bradley Evoy, good morning. Bring on hump day. Well,
It's
yes,
here.
it's here. It's on you. So
Enjoy
there
it.
you go. And then, you know, Brad and Jim saluting each other in the way that people from Cass will remember each other fondly. Yes. Terry Matthews says, good morning. Good morning to you, Terry Matthews. Nice to hear from you again.
morning.
Margaret McKegg says, good morning, all. Good morning, Margaret. Kimberly says, happy hump day. Happy hump day to you, Kim. I hope Liza's foot is feeling better. Kathy Boren, talk is chic. Hashtag Bell Let's Talk. So she's just rocked 5 cents right
you
there.
go.
Leslie Wilson, happy wonderful Wednesday.
Hey,
Another
Leslie.
chilly one to get us over hump day. Yes, Leslie.
You know, she lives in Gooley, and it's really cold. in
Oh,
Gooley.
does she? Okay, she also works for CLA, and
Yes.
CLA, February, CLA is promoting Inclusive Education Month, and they have a really great contest. So I will be bringing you details about that starting. Well, you know what? I could probably start. It happens in February, so I'm going to give you some details
It's only
tomorrow.
next week.
I know.
I'm just saying.
I know. I know.
Why
Okay.
so fast?
Tracy Fay, does he have Fund Me? GoFundMe. Does who have GoFundMe?
The fire.
Oh. As far as I know, no. There is no GoFundMe set up to help Mateo Mancuso Wilson. He did encourage people to contact him through social media. If you are having difficulty contacting him, Tracy, you can contact us here at the station, and Dan is in contact with him. So, okay. Kathy Boren, have a great day and keep the home fires burning. Stay warm. Yes, you as well, Kathy. Stay warm. What? Oh. Enika says, good morning, all. Happy hump day. Good morning to you, Enika. This one's for Craig. Lorna Reed, Mrs. Reed, Mark Jordan's mother. What happened to the January thaw?
Well, it's coming in February. It's a little delayed this year.
Well, they had hoped to make it part of the new hybrid version of Bonsu.
Yes,
So
yes,
for once,
exactly.
you know, the outside portion of Bonsu won't be prohibitive because of the temperature. So thank you for commenting, Mrs. Reed. Lorna. Okay. Yes. Happy chilly hump day from Team Jen and driver's seat. You are becoming a regular viewer,
Yeah,
Jen.
awesome.
And your team. Thank you for watching. Tony Mancuso says, happy hump day. Have a great day. Well, Tony Mancuso, you have a great day as well, please. Oh, new viewer, Todd Fullwood. Let me see here. Good morning. Good morning to you, Todd Fullwood. Will you be documenting the convoy as it rolls through? Very little media coverage would be great to hear from the organizers. Oh, I'm fairly certain Dan will be going live probably more than once. So thank you for watching and thank you for commenting, and you can stay tuned because I'm sure we will have some extensive coverage. Another new viewer. Oh, bless my stars.
Jeez.
Victoria Churchill. Oh, what a distinguished name. Victoria Churchill says, searching for the name of the adventure retailer by the Mill Market Rink, thanking in advance. Oh, I think that's, Outfitters? It is the
Outfitters?
Outfitters. Yeah, Outfitters.
She knows everything.
Well. Okay, there you go, Victoria. You're looking for the Outfitters. Okay, Judy O'Neill, good morning. Happy hump day. Hope you all have an amazing day. Thank you, Judy. You as well. Holy, they just keep coming.
Yeah.
Joseph Bertrand says, happy hump day. Yes, Joseph, happy hump day. Jen Buchan, good morning. Happy hump day. Stay warm out there. Oh, she offers the sun and the salon. Okay. And she says, I feel the same, Craig.
Okay.
Kimberly says, I don't understand the purpose of the protest either. It doesn't make sense. Kimberly's a pretty, well-rounded individual. She does a lot of research, so she sides with you. Let me see here. Very little, Heidi, compared to us. Oh, okay. Yes. Well, and that certainly is a common observation, right? So thank you for commenting. Corey Erb, but people have the choice. Is anyone holding a gun to your head? Would you rather have martial law? Well, no, I don't think it's that anybody is forcing anybody to do anything. I just think some people feel that some of the restrictions are punitive. Those are opinions that have been shared with me. I understand your perspective, though, Corey, and you're not alone in those thoughts, so thanks for commenting. Appreciate your perspective. And Kathy Boren, rounding it out, same, seems to be a lot of aggressive platforms are piggybacking and muddying the waters. Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, the community dialogue is always going to be robust, and the more passionate people get, the guiding principles, the mandates, everything becomes slightly less visible and clear. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Do we have time for the 7 day?
7 day.
Okay. Very quickly, we still have some cool temperatures coming.
Okay.
But the last forecast I just saw, and it's not showing here, we are looking at actually plus temperatures developing for next week. Hopefully they stay put and that will come true. But right now we're looking at a few more snow showers and snowstorms coming before that happens. So we have a good 10 to 15 centimeters before next week. It's all right. That's all we can do. I shut her up. Do I get an award?
I don't want any more. I don't want any more of the cold.
I don't want any more of the snow. I can deal with the cold. Anyway, that's our show.
All right. Remind me tomorrow, because my mother and I were having a debate last night. I told her that when it's too cold, it cannot snow.
It can.
All right. On that note, I'm done. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Bye-bye.
It's Jake Moore, sports analyst, back in the On TV studios, letting you know that 705 Sports now has 2 shows a week. We still have the 705 Sports that airs every Friday at noon, but we've expanded to now have a show every Wednesday. 705 Sports Headlines will be a show that is much more condensed, that is very fast-paced, going over the main topics of the week in sports. 705 Sports on Fridays will still cover everything in sports in a full show format. This gives you a chance to really see what's going on in the sports world, whether you have a couple minutes or you got a half an hour. So make sure you join me, Dan Gray, on Fridays and multiple different guests every Wednesday, every Friday at noon, only on TV and Sioux Online's Facebook.